Another outstanding effort by Sheffield tonight. Great to see. He's on a really nice roll, and just every time out there, maybe not quite as sharp with his stuff tonight, but executed pitches. Got ahead in the count for the most part. I think it was 19, 20 out of 25 first pitch strikes. He was winning the 1-1 counts. So important for our young guys to do that. So really happy with the way he threw the ball, and obviously offensively, we got some big hits early. Evan White, big night. The 2-out RBI double in the first kind of got us going there, and then the big homer there in the third inning. So really good at bats by Kyle Lewis again tonight. Really up and down the lineup. Really guys were locked in and getting deep in counts, getting big hits, using the whole field to hit. So a lot of really good things offensively, and we need to continue to have a few of those nights. It really helps the confidence of young guys, and we're learning and we're growing. It's fun when guys go out and play like this.
Looks like those couple of days off helped more than Evan White's knee. Is it just the confidence that he has at the plate right now that he was doing what he was able to do tonight, or was there something different?
Evan's made a few adjustments. It really started at on the last road trip. A couple different things that have worked for him, and he's staying with it. I think the impressive thing on the home run he hit, he hung in there, fouled the ball off to the right side, and the next pitch on a fastball inside, kept his hands inside it, and kept the ball fair and hit it out of the park. That's not easy to do, and that's the kind of talent he has. But it's really nice to start seeing him getting some results, and all the work and a little bit of the struggle that he went through early on. He's getting on the other side of it now and starting to see all the talent come out, at the plate.
Scott, it looks like he's able to fight off some pitches and foul off pitches as well. Earlier on when he was striking out a lot, it was a lot of swing and misses, but some of these pitches that are borderline, he's fouling them off and getting new life to kind of keep that back going.
Yeah, it's a great sign. That means, his bat is on plane. The swing is on plane for a long time. So the timing doesn't have to be perfect. And I think you see Kyle Lewis do it every night. He's one of the best that we have about, staying on plane and riding balls out. And when you do that, you're fouling balls off. You take some hits to right field. And then when you get your pitch, these guys have quick enough bats. They can stay behind it and get the head of the bat out on it. So, really good signs tonight. Really happy with how those guys have progressed, and particularly Evan, from where he was just a couple weeks ago.
Scott, from a big picture developmental standpoint, how important is it for Justice to have a night like this where he isn't maybe as sharp as he has been, but he's still able to, only allow one run and get through 6 innings?
It's really important. There's no question about it. It says the nights when you have your A game, it's easy. Or it should be easy. When you're locating, you've got all 3 of your pitches working. Some of the other nights, you're maybe not quite as sharp. Maybe the slider wasn't, as a swing and miss slider like we've seen him often have. So, to be able to get through it, again, it really starts with controlling the strike zone. And if you get strike one in there, controlling that 0-0 and 1-1 count, it has been critical. The games that we win, the games that we pitch well, it can always go back to that. It's something that we've bought into it desperately. We needed to. And since we have, I think, certainly just driving at home at this level, these guys have heard it through the whole minor league career, but really pressing them on it, that this is what we're going to do. You see the results. It's right in front of you. And, the guys are executing it, and they're all in.
Yeah, Fraley got on that ball pretty good, the double he ripped. What'd you see from him tonight?
Yeah, I thought Jake had some really good at-bats, very competitive at-bats, got deep in at-bats. Did make some pitches on him. They had a couple strikeouts tonight, but, they made some tough pitches on him there. But, I thought, the double he hit, that's what Jake Fraley can do. We've always liked the bat and the player, and just to get him going and see his confidence growing would be really huge for us. He's going to get a chance to play. We've had a ton of injuries. Opportunities are there for a lot of guys, so he'll continue to get his chances.
We talked to Justice, and he'd kind of come out and said the same thing that you guys had said. He knew that he had been bad with first pitch strikes and that he was going to make a change. A lot of guys say it, but they don't necessarily do it. He's done it. I think his first strike percentage is about 80% since he said that. I mean, that's got to be important as well.
It's awesome to see, and it really comes down to focus. If you're watching Major League games and, it's ball 1, ball 2, but all of a sudden now the count's 2-0, 2-1, and magically everybody can throw a strike. Why is that? That's focus. For me, that's focus, and that's worried oftentimes, oh, the 0-0 pitch, I don't want to just lay it in there because they might hit it. You got to trust your stuff. You got to believe in it. We got excellent defensive club behind him. Chef knows that. You know, our guys are making plays for him. All take your chances. You know, once in a while you're going to give up an 0-0 hit. We can live with that. But that mindset is really, it comes from just focusing on it and believing in it, and it's working out for him really well.
What's to say about Kyle Lewis? He got 3-hit night going for him, and he comes up his last 2 at bats, draws walks. He's just still getting on base, and he talked about last night about how important that is to him.
I just mentioned a key word, focused, and that guy is about as focused as anybody we got in the clubhouse. And it's funny, one of the coaches asked me on the bench tonight during the game, have you ever seen a rookie come in and put something like this together? And I said, yes, I have. I got a chance to play with Jeff Bagwell his rookie year in Houston. Same type of stuff, just locked in, ton of confidence, and staying in the moment. And I keep talking about that in regard to Kyle Lewis. And it's as good as I've seen a young player stay in the moment. And he does. Every at-bat's a separate one. If it's a bad one before it or a good one before it, he just puts it aside and we look on to the next one. So really good spot he's in, and we got to keep him in that spot for as long as we can.
A couple young relievers pitched well too. Fletcher, pretty nice debut.
Yeah, it really was. You know, you throw him out there against Joey Gallo right out of the chute, and you know, Fletcher's got really good stuff. I mean, his ball is electric, how much it moves. And oftentimes it can be a challenge for him to throw strikes. The sinker's got big time bottom to it. He can really spin a slider. I was really happy to see him make the pitch to Gallo to kind of get it going. And he's going to get an opportunity again, a pitch for us. I think, you know, he can come in a tough spot. He's got pitches to strike people out, and they also hit it on the ground. Those are 2 good qualities to have out of relievers.
You weren't able to get Hirano any work in Tacoma, but tonight he looked like he was pretty sharp.
Yeah, he did. I think that's a testament. Once the lights are on, this guy's been around a long time. He's pitched a lot of baseball at the highest levels in Japan. Obviously, he's done well here in the big league since he's been over here. So, you know, the radar guns and bullpens and live BPs and all that stuff really doesn't matter to these guys. Once the lights are on, you saw good stuff tonight. It was 88, 91, really good split finger, and it's going to be nice to have him out there. We haven't had much veteran presence in the bullpen, so that'll really help.